Very good, Jose. Vero finished. Celia finished. Gemma finished. Sarah and Alex, my God. And Chris too. Very good, friends. Very good. So listen, I'm going to number 1. I spoke to Maria yesterday, Paola said, and you have to use had. But as this is a preparation for the real exercise, because the real exercise is exercise number 2, right? They have prepared you for this. I know that you don't need this preparation because we have practiced and practiced and practiced this a lot. But listen, they say, Paola said she, space in blank. What is the characteristic of this space in blank? Remember, minimum 2 words, maximum 5. Huh? Don't forget, never forget that. Paola said she day before. And then they give you 3 options. But if you analyze number, nothing. Letter A, had a conversation with Maria. They are too many words. Too many. I'm going to count the words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 words. So this is not appropriate. I have to eliminate letter A immediately. And now I go to letter B. Had spoken to Maria. Let's see, because they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is acceptable. Let's see if it fits in the sentence. Paola said she had spoken to Maria the day before. Well, this is very good. Let's see C. Spoke to Maria letter C doesn't contain the verb had. And if you don't use had, your answer is incorrect. So what is the answer? It's letter B. But I know that you know. So the rest is asking you. Who can tell me in number 2 what is the adequate letter? Can you copy the letter in the chat? B for Celia, B for Chris, and also for Laura, B for Alex. Okay, good. Alba, B. Yes, Sarah, B. Maria, B. And Gemma, B. Yes, friends. And for whom? For Jose. Thank you, friend. Letter B is the adequate answer. Thank you very much. You are correct. And in number 3, what is the letter for you in number 3, friends? For Chris, it's letter C. For Celia, C. For Jose, C. For Alba, Veronica, and Laura, is letter C too. Correct. And for Natalie, hi Natalie, Alex, Maria del Prado, C. Friends, letter C is the perfect, Gemma, is the perfect answer. Yes, very good. And now in number 4, what is your answer in number 4? For Jose is C, Natalie C, Gemma C. For Celia and Chris and Laura is letter C too. My God, yes. Yes, letter C is the correct answer in number 4. And in number 5, friends, Alex C, yes. In number 5, for Natalie C, Alba C, Laura is letter C. For Vero and Jose is letter C. For Gemma is letter C too. And for Chris and Ainhoa, letter C. Yes, friends, may have picked letter C, Alex. It is letter C. And 6, in number 6, for Gemma is B, for Natalie is B, for Jose is B, for Chris is B, for Celia is B, for Alba is letter B, and for Alex, and for Sarah and Ainhoa. Perfect. Me to make more of. Yes, friends. Well, this is a kind of preparation for exercise number 2, page 101. This is how they are going to evaluate. This is the real exercise. It's very short. You know that in the exam there are more. But here you have 6 sentences that you have to fill in using, in number 1, stand, in number 2, reminded, in number 3, manage, in number 4, have, in number 5, spend, in number 6, may. I'm going to give you some minutes also for you to analyze the exercise. When you finish, please send me again a message. Good, very good. Excellent, excellent. I was checking the time, and you have finished exactly in the time we need. Excellent. Let's see number 1. My grandma can't in her house, and you have to use a stand. Yes? So I want you to check your answers, because the perfect answer is, listen to me, stand, people, making, ing, making, a noise. I repeat the answer, stand, people, making a noise. Check it out. Any question? So the answer is, my grandma can stand people making a noise in her house. Making a noise. This is different to Spanish. In Spanish we say hacer ruido, you see, but in English we use a, making a noise. Accustomed to that, habituate to this, put it into practice, because if you don't use the a, it could be wrong. If you have a different answer, maybe your answer is correct, but count the number of words, right? If you have any questions, remember, you can copy your answer in the chat for me to check it. Now, let's go to number 2. Don't forget to lock the front door, Carl, said his wife, and reminded, and this is the question you asked me before, Ainhoa. Remember es el acto de recordar, and remind es el acto de hacer que te recuerdes. Hazme recordar. Oye, the problem is that in Spanish we say recuérdame. Oye, recuérdame llamar a la oficina para decir, that is remind. Recuérdame, yo no quiero que tú me recuerdes a mí, sino que me hagas recordar a mí hacer algo. That is remind. And you have to use remind here in past. Aha, I know. Thank you, friend. Thank you very much. So in number 2, don't forget to lock the front door, Carl said his wife reminded. Carl's wife reminded, and now remind is a transitive verb. Transitive, necesito decir a quién, es transitivo, necesito el complemento. Reminded him, or you can write the name, Carl. No, yes, car, you can write car. I use him because I don't want to repeat car, right? Reminded him, and now the action, to lock. Cerrar con llave, lock, to lock. So Carl's wife reminded him to lock the front door. Check it out, everybody. 4 words. Now let's go to number 3. Sven enjoyed the film despite missing the beginning, and you have to use manage. Although Sven, it is negative, didn't, and now the verb manage. Didn't manage, and now the action, to see. Although Sven didn't manage to see the beginning of the film, he enjoyed it. So in the space in blank, 5 words. Didn't, 2 words. Manage to see. That is the answer for number 3. Check it out.
Jerry, sorry.
Yes.
In this question, to watch in head to see, or no?
To watch the...
Did not manage it
to watch.
To watch.
Yes, acceptable.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. You know that we use watch for films on television, but if you go to the cinema, I don't know why we say see. Did you know that? I saw a film, and I don't say where, but if I said on television, I use watch. It's a habit, a costume we have. I saw a film, and normally it is because I saw the film in the cinema. But when I see the film on television, I prefer to say watch, because television is influencing the verb, you know. But in this case, friends, I don't know if it was in the cinema or if it was in a theater, so I have to use see or watch. Correct. Very good. Well, now, number 4. I'm sure Annabelle wasn't in London all weekend. And you have to use have. The answer is Annabelle, and now I'm going to use what I studied in unit number 9 about certainty. I'm going to use the negative can't. And it is in past, so can't and can't and present perfect. Annabelle can't have been in London the whole week. Annabelle can't have been in London the whole week. No puede haber estado. She can't have been in London the whole week. This is the more...
Jerry?
Yes.
And we can put has not been, like the past of must?
Has not been... No, you cannot use, because it's very definite, you know? It's very definite. It is because you know. Let me explain this in Spanish. Si digo eso, no es igual al de arriba. Arriba digo, estoy seguro. How do you say? ¿Cómo dice Cambridge a esto? Oh my God. It's a prediction. No, I don't remember the word now Cambridge uses in the exams. Do you remember, Jose, the word? Speculating. Oh my God, sorry.
I don't remember, sorry.
Jose, it is speculating. And you can't imagine how important to speculate in the oral exam is. When you speculate in the oral exam, principally in the part of the pictures, they give you extra mark because it is a very high level of English. Fíjese si es alto el nivel de inglés, que puede confundir. Mira, la niña me preguntaba con razón, ¿por qué no decir que Anabel ha estado? Porque si digo que Anabel ha estado en Londres es que está comprobado. Y lo que dice la 4 no es que yo haya comprobado, que yo lo sepa, no. Estoy seguro, ven, yo estoy seguro, pero no me da...
Vale, ok.
No sé si he sido capaz de explicarte, Alba, no sé.
Sí,
Pero,
sí, lo he entendido. Muchas gracias.
A ti. Ok, friends, como arriba no me dice que, porque si me dijera, Annabelle wasn't in London, eso sí es definite, le dicen ellos, eso es definitivo. Pero yo no estoy seguro, entonces lo más parecido es que no puede haber estado, porque son dos formas de especular, speculate. Annabelle can't have been in London the whole weekend. 5. How long did it take you to write the essay? And you have to use spend, because it is time. ¿Cuánto tiempo? How long? Spend is time. So the answer is, how long? It is a question in past did. I need the auxiliary for past. How long did you spend writing? Because after spend is one of the verbs that is always followed by a gerund ing. So writing has to be in ing. Conclusion. How long did you spend writing the essay? Any question?
Yes.
Ye-
Entonces, lo voy a decir en español.
Yes.
Entonces, el how long lo utiliza como para decir, como para referirse en español a tiempo, en plan.
Yes. Yes. How long in Spanish traduce como por cuánto tiempo, durante cuánto tiempo. That is the
Claro.
translation. Yes.
Claro, es que me he rayado con este porque pensaba que
Sorry.
necesitaba la
Perdona,
palabra time.
no entiendo rayado.
¿Ahora?
Sí, ¿qué quiere decir me he rayado?
Ah, que me he comido la cabeza.
George, I'm sorry, friend. Me he rayado, no sé lo que es.
Me he comido la cabeza, como que lo he pensado mucho y no he
Sí,
sacado.
sí, ya. Ya, ahora sí entiendo. Sí, sí, sí. Uy, decía, me he rayado. Okay, friend. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, good. ¿Ves? Algo que aprendí. Algo que aprendí. Me he rayado. Okay, good. Number 6. It's possible that my brother has discovered that I have borrowed his bike. Oh, what a complicated sentence, yes or no? And now you have to use may. Remember, may expresses possibility. If you express possibility with may in present, after may, you use the verb in infinitive without to or in simple form. No conjugation, right? In present. If the sentence is in past, after may, you have to use present perfect. Be careful with that, right? So the answer with may would be my brother, and now the modal verb, may. And as the initial sentence has discovered, see that? It's something that already happened, I have to use present perfect. My brother may have found out, averiguado. My brother may have found out that I have borrowed his bike. Check out your answers. Any question, anything you don't understand? Nothing? Perfect. Perfect. Now we have a delicious moment in the class, friends. The moment of speaking. I know that you love this moment. That's why I want you to go to my screen. Let's see. Here in my screen, I have something I want you to watch. Can you see this, friends, on the screen? Can you see page? Yes. No, Jose, no. Oh my God, I'm doing something incorrect. Well, I have to practice this again. Sorry. No, yeah, I know. Nobody. Sorry, friends. Well, my intention was to go to page number 102 in your books. 102 in your books. Thank you, Alba. Because there we have the speaking part of this beautiful unit number 9. I say that unit number 9 is beautiful because it is dealing with happiness. It is a pity, friends, a real pity that we have to study unit number 9, living these circumstances that we are living in Spain nowadays with this problem with coronavirus, etc. Happiness. Well, speaking part 2, page 102, and they give us 2 pictures like in the exam. But don't suffer now, friends. Don't suffer because we don't have the exam now. Relax. Enjoy the moment. Observe the pictures and think, oh my God, poor people having this exam, not me. Well, it says, look at this speaking task. Then complete Peter's answers below with word or phrases from the box, which he uses to compare or speculate about what he can see. And they give us two pictures. Piece of cake. Here's an friends, a piece of cake, because they are doing, that's what I think immediately when I take my exams, right? I immediately observe that they are in different environments, which is going to help me when I make the contrast between the two pictures. One group of people are outdoors, you know, in the snow, in a very cold winter landscape. In the other picture, I can see a girl, principally a girl. I can see also a man, you know, but what I can see perfectly well is a girl working on something in a kind of laboratory or a factory or something like that, but she is indoors. What a stupid observation, friends. I know, but my intention is that you pass the exam, not to study philosophy, right? Or not to discover something new. I want you to pass the exam. So when I take my exams, immediately I see that there are elements I can use. And there are things in common, if you want. In both pictures, I see young people. I can use that in my favor. But something important that I cannot forget in the exam is the question I have at the top of the pictures. Why have the people decided to do these activities? This is the problematic part of the exam. I have to answer that. I have to compare the photos, trying to find similarities if possible, differences if possible. If I can speculate using must, can't, using may, might, or could, or using the famous they seem to be, they appear to be, they look to be. Remember those expressions, parece que, that is speculation too. I have to use these elements. I have to organize my ideas because I have only 1 minute. So now they want you to do the next exercise when the examiner begins introducing the exam and says, here are your photographs. They show young people doing different activities, etc., etc. And they want you to fill in the blanks. They are exactly 10 spaces in blank, friends, using the words in exercise, in the box, in exercise number 1. Could be exactly what, looks as if, may have decided, must, perhaps, seem, unlike, different, who appears. You have to use one of these expressions to fill in the blanks. Do you understand the exercise? Yes, Laura. Okay. Good, friends. And you, Gemma, do you understand, Gemma? Alex, thank you. Celia, I know. Gemma. Maria del Prado, good. Chris, Gemma. Okay, very good. So I'm going to give you some minutes, not many because of the time, right? I'm going to give you some minutes for you to find the adequate expression and put it in the space in blank. Alba finished. How Alex also finished? Yes, Alex finished. Jose Luis finished. Celia finished. Very good, friends. Very good. Well, excellent, Vero. Thank you, friends. And Natalie finished too. Let's check the answer. Friends, in number 1, what do you think is the adequate expression? Sim for Gemma and for Alex. Sim for Alba. For Celia, Sim. For Alba is Sim. And for Jose, may have decided no more answers. Well, the answer in number 1 is Sim. They seem to be tied together. Jose, well, you know, shit happens. Well, they seem to be tied together with ropes. Parecen estar atados con cuerdas. And they be resting. What? In number 2. Más for Alex and Jose Luis. For Alba and for Vero and for Gemma Mejías, must for Celia. Yes, friends, must is correct. They must be resting. Or they've been waiting for one. Yes, perhaps for Jose in number 3, perhaps for Maria del Prado, perhaps for Alba and Celia, and for Alex too, perhaps. No different answers. Correct. Perhaps is the correct one. Let me tell you something about, thank you, Gemma. Let me tell you something about perhaps. Perhaps is a speculation too. Yes, perhaps it's similar to may, might, could. Yes, but the problem is that perhaps doesn't give you any mark in the exam, because Cambridge considers that perhaps, maybe, perhaps, is something you study in secondary school, so it doesn't show your level of English. Do you understand? So if you say in the exam, perhaps, maybe, they accept it, but they don't give you extra mark. However, if you use may or might or could, they give you extra mark. That is the difference. But perhaps exists, perhaps is good, but in your exam, with your level of English, it doesn't give you extra mark. Very good, friends. Let's continue. Now, in number 4, what is the word for you? For Alba is different, Jose different, Maria del Prado is different. For Alex and Ainhoa different, Celia is different. And for Vero is different, for Gemma is different too. Very good, friends. Very good. Celia, I have never learned to pronounce your name correctly, friend. Excuse me for that. I know that I should say Celia. I know. Okay, thank you, friend. Thank you. It's not intentionally, Celia. It's old man habits, you know. Sorry. But I love you anyway, Celia. Well, friends, now in number 4 is different. And what about, you understand, Celia? Thank you, friend. Now, in number 5, what is the expression that you selected? For Vero is what? For Alba is exactly what? Exactly what for Maria del Prado? Exactly what for Jose and Ainhoa and Natalie? Yes, and Alex and Celia, exactly what? Yes, friend, exactly what is the perfect choice in number 5. And in number 6, looks as if for Alba, could be for Jose, could be for Maria del Prado. Look as if for Vero, could be for Alex, could be for Natalie. And for Gemma, it could be, and for Ainhoa, it could be, and for Celia, it could be. Could be is the answer in number 6, could be, but she could be building a machine or something. There is a man, number 7. There is a man, 7, who appears for Alex, who appears for Vero, who looks as if for Jose, who appears for Alba, Celia, and Maria del Prado look as if, who appears for Laura, and look as if for Gemma. Well, in number 7 is, there is a man who appears to be supervising her. Observe that look is not possible. Look is not possible because look is a verb. And if the subject is a man, in present, look needs an S. See that? So it doesn't have an S, looks. So it is not the adequate. So in number 7, yes, but it doesn't matter today, Jose, but be careful in the exam. So a man who appears is perfect to be supervising her. The girl in the first photo, 8. What? What in number 8? May have decided for Alex, Alba, for Laura, may have decided too. For Jose Luis, he coincides, may have decided for Maria del Prado and Gemma, may have decided. Ainhoa coincide, and Celia coincide, and Natalie coincide. Yes, friends, you all are correct. Yes, the girl in the first photo may have decided to climb the mountain because she wants a new experience, blah, blah, blah. And now, the girl in the second photo, number 9, the girl in the second photo, look, oh, be careful, Gemma, because it's look with S. Looks as if, Alex, yes. Looks as if Natalie, looks as if Celia and Vero, with the S. Yes, Gemma, be careful with that, friend, because the subject is the girl, so you need an S. Looks as if, very good, yes, friends, Jose, very good. So the girl in the second photo looks as if she's starting blah, blah, blah. Now, number 10. She looks as if she's quite warm from her work. And now, comma, what is the only word that we can use here? Unlike for Alex, Alba, Gemma, unlike for Vero, unlike for Natalie, for Jose, unlike. Yes, unlike is the answer in number 10. Very good. Unlike, Maria. Yes, unlike. So now let's analyze what Peter says about this exam. Observe this. Peter, the examiner, I go back to the exam. Examiner says, here are your photographs. They show young people doing difficult activities. Yes. I'd like you to compare the photographs and say why you think the people have decided to do these activities, all right? And then Peter, a student, begins speaking, and he says, the first photo shows young people walking up a mountain. It is very difficult in your exam to imitate Peter, because Peter is saying this, you can say a different thing. For example, Alba can say something different from Gemma, and Vero can say something different from Gemma, and Alba and Jose says something different, and Alex. Do you understand? And they all pass the exam, because you are going to say what you think. This Peter says, the first photo shows young people walking up a mountain. Yes. They seem to be tied together with ropes. Yes, normally in dangerous situations people do this. Se atan unos a otros con cuerdas. Yes, very good. Aquí aprendemos expresiones. Aquí aprendemos. They seem to be tied. Parecen estar atados. They seem to be tied together with ropes, cuerdas, sogas, ropes. And they must be resting. Está especulando con must. ¿Por qué debe estar? Porque los ve parados a todos ellos, incluso a la chica última está inclinada. Así que él, para ganarse su puntito, hace una especulación y dice, deben estar descansando. They must be resting. Or perhaps they've been waiting for one of the group to catch them up. Esperando que uno del grupo les alcance. Catch them up. They may be part of an adventure activity. He's speculating. They may be part of an adventure activity which they are doing from their school or college. And they may, and now speculation, possibility, past, may have been climbing for quite a long time. The second photo shows a different situation. The girl seems to be working with equipment in a factory. I'm not sure exactly what she's doing. Yes. Nobody is sure. I'm not sure exactly what she's doing, but she could be, you see, this is speculating, possibility, may, might, could, in present, because you have could be, no could have been, no, could be, present. Could be building a machine or something. There is a man, yes, there is a man who appears to be supervising her. Who appears, que parece estarla supervisando. Who appears to be supervising her. Correct. Fantastic. The girl in the first photo may, speculation, possibility, past, may have decided to climb the mountain because she wants a new experience, or she just enjoys being. What he's doing here is asking the question. Aquí ya empezó a responder la pregunta. La pregunta es, ¿por qué ustedes creen que esta gente habrán decidido hacer estas cosas? ¿Por qué? Todo es especulación, porque en realidad no sabemos. Y él dice, vuelvo atrás. The girl in the first photo may have decided to climb the mountain because she wants a new experience, or she just enjoys being in the mountains, even though she looks a bit tired. The girl in the second photo looks as if she's starting a new job and learning to do something. Yes, it's logical. She looks as she's quite warm from her work. Warm, I can use that to make a comparison with the cold situation in picture number 1. But in picture number 2, she's wearing a t-shirt, so it's warm, yes. Warm from her work. Unlike the girl in the first photo, good. He's making a contrast. unlike, one extra mark, a diferencia de la chica en la primera foto, a diferencia de unlike. Very good, friends. Well, this is a good example. That's why they write this here in the book, for you to see, for you to analyze, for you to study, for you to investigate. And now, friends, observe that we have two new photographs, different situations. And it says, the instructions of exercise number 3. Work in pairs. Look at the examiner's instructions and the photos. Then complete the sentences on page 103 with your own ideas. Well, forget about page 103 because sometimes the more instructions you receive, the more confused you can be. This is the exam. And the teacher says, here are your photographs. They show people celebrating at different events. I'd like you to compare the photos and say what you think the people are enjoying about the different situations. And even when the teacher tells you the question is always at the top of the pictures, always. Because Cambridge doesn't want you to be confused. And maybe the teacher have a strange accent and you don't understand the question. That's why they always copy the questions at the top of the pictures. What are the people enjoying about the different situations? And now, friends, we are in the exam, and immediately your mind begin elucubrating. Yes, thinking. Well, in picture number 1, I can see a birthday party. I think that the old man sitting at the table, is celebrating his birthday, and the rest of the family is congratulating him. That's what I think. Maybe Vero has a different answer. Maybe Gemma has a different, Jose has a different answer. Alex or Ainhoa or Celia have different ideas. It doesn't matter, friends. You don't have to coincide. But this is the procedure. Immediately I think what is happening in picture number 1, because I don't have much time, and what is happening in picture number 2. In picture number 2 is like a stadium, and it's like a football match, and the people, remember the name of the people in a sport event. They are not, friends, remember this, which is very important. They are spectators. Remember that? They are spectators. The spectators are celebrating a birthday party. No, they are celebrating a goal. Maybe, I am speculating, right? Maybe a goal that their team has scored. Maybe it's that. Or maybe they are celebrating that their football team is winning the competition or the match. Okay, that is immediately. And then I begin finding things to speculate. These are my speculations, what I told you before. And then I begin looking for possible things that are different, because if I can use unlike, or I can say while in picture number 1, blah, 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 in picture number 2, this is another way of finding something different, unlike, while, whereas. The elements I use to make contrast. If I find something that is similar in both pictures, I can use it in my favor too. I can say both pictures show, remember that? Both pictures show, and then I mention something that is similar in the two pictures, and that is, and now the question, my God, which is in the exam, sometimes the big problem. What are the people enjoying about the different situations? I can say that in the first picture, the man who is celebrating his birthday party is enjoying having all his family around him. Having all the family around him. That is what he's enjoying. And I can say that in the second picture, the spectators, the people, are enjoying that moment where the pleasure of winning a match, the pleasure of being there at the stadium the day that their favorite football team wins. Oh, what a moment, what a rush of adrenaline. Can you imagine? I can say that. But how do I organize everything, friends? Well, I begin saying something about the first picture in contrast with the second, using speculation, and then, because I have only 1 minute, I answer the question. Let's see if I can do it. I would begin saying, in the first picture, I see a man celebrating his birthday party. While is to make contrast, whereas, to make a contrast, because it gives me marks. Whereas, in the second picture, I can see people celebrating their team winning the football match. Both pictures, because I want to get the mark of something similar. Both pictures show people having good moments. In picture number 1 with the family, in picture number 2 with the rest of the fans. You see, it's trying to find something. I'm going to speculate a little bit. Let's see if I can speculate about picture number 1. The man in picture number 1 seems to be enjoying this moment of his birthday party because all his relatives, family, and friends are there with him having a nice, beautiful family moment. While in the second picture, the people must be, I change, the element of speculation. Seem, I used in number 1, and now I'm going to use must in this one in order not to repeat the same element. They must be enjoying this moment because after so many years, their team look to be winning the championship at the last. So they feel very happy together. While in picture number 1, these people are, this is for contrast again, right? While in picture, I answered the question, maybe you noticed that I answered the question of enjoying, right? While in picture number 1, they are celebrating the birthday party indoor. In the second picture, they are celebrating the winning of their favorite football team outdoors in a stadium. Do you understand? It's difficult principally because it is a surprise. It is always a surprise. I never know exactly what the pictures are 2 minutes before. So it is always a surprise factor that influence in our nerves. And also because I know that I have only 1 minute to finish, and this is difficult. I don't want you to suffer this, right? But I need to prepare you. That's why I want you to go to page 104. Please, let's go to page 104, everybody. Because on page 104 in your books, you have 2 sets of pictures. One is task 1 and the other is task 2 with different instructions, right? Task 1. Here are your photographs. They show people who have just done something special. I'd like you to compare the 2 photographs and say how you think the people feel about what they have just done. So the question is, how are the people feeling about what they have just done? That is the question. But now, what have they just done? For example, in picture number 1, task 1, picture 1, this is pure speculation, right? But she seems to have passed her driving license examination. Maybe the man is the examiner and she is the person who has passed the driving license test or exam. And she seems to be passing. She seems to be passing the test because she's happy. Can you see that? In the second picture, they seem to be in what is the amusement park. Diversiones, amusement park. And they seem to be riding one of the attractions. Riding like a motorbike or bicycle, riding one of the attractions. That is the expression we use for this. The two kids seem to be riding one of the attractions in the park. But the girl seems to be having fun while the boy is frightened. Can you see that? The boy is frightened a little bit. I can use these elements, okay? There is an element I can't use, which is the indoor and outdoors, because both are outdoors. Do you get the idea? So this is an element I cannot use, but I can make a contrast, because while in picture number 1, the woman who has passed the exam is an adult, in the second picture they are children. I can, use these elements. And feelings, because the question is, how are the people feeling about what they have just done? Well, easy, because in picture number 1, she seems to be very happy, and he, the examiner, seems to be happy too. And in the second picture, the boy seems to be frightened, totally afraid of this. So you can use that, friends. Now let's go to task number 2. The other set of pictures. Thank you, Celia. Thank you. Here are your photographs. They show people in frightening situations. Yes, yes. I'd like you to compare the two photographs and say why you think the people are frightened in these situations. The question is, why are the people frightened in these situations? In picture number 1, a man is on a plane, but I think that he's not having a very nice moment. I think that the plane is shaking a lot and he thinks that they are going to fall down. He's terrified with that. And in the second picture, there are two girls in a living room of a house. They are watching something on television, and I think it's a scary movie. It must be a scary movie because they are terrified. Can you see their faces? And it is at night. Imagine that. And then maybe they are alone at home. Well, you can use these elements, friends. What is the idea for homework? The idea is that you select one of the sets, the one you want, the one you prefer, and prepare for the exam next class, right? Because you will have to speak during 1 minute. Please don't neglect the homework. Don't forget preparing for next class, right? Because this is a way of preparing for the exam. I repeat, the homework for next class, thank you, Alba, so you understand. Alba and the rest of the class, select one of the sets, task 1 or task 2, the one you prefer, the one you find easier, and prepare to speak during 1 minute, differences, similarities, speculation. Yes, Celia, you can select, for example, the pictures of the woman passing the driving license test and the kids in the amusement park, or if you want, you can select the plane and the scary movie. The two pictures you prefer. No problem with that, right? And be prepared next class. Thank you, Natalie. Be prepared next class to speak. Thank you, Celia. To speak about your pictures during 1 minute, right? I will control the time. That is the idea of the homework. I know, friends, that maybe it is a little demanding, exigente, but friends, I have to prepare you for the exam. That is my work. Do you understand? I need to prepare you for the exams. I don't know what is going to happen in next week or the other week, but I have to work with you as in natural, regular conditions, because that's why you pay your classes. You pay your classes for this, for a serious teacher to prepare you seriously, and not to waste time. Wasting time is not for me. I'm sorry. I'm a very serious person when I'm working, and I respect you the most. The most. So the homework for next class, my friends, is prepare for your oral exam and do it very well. Do it better than ever before, right? And that is the end of our class. Thank you for your patience with me. Thank you, friends, for waiting for me a week. I'm very sorry, right? But we will do it, friends. We will do it. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.